Hey, welcome to Square Body Stuff. I'm Chad. We're gonna be working on old Squeaky again. Now, if you guys were paying attention from my videos at No Name Nationals, Squeaky ended up with this really sweet tinted plexiglass hood scoop. Now, this hood scoop was a gift from Ryan with Streetcar Chronicles. Go check out their YouTube channel. He's got a lot of cool stuff going on. He had this on his little Malibu on Mike Honcho when he's running a single 4-barrel. He went to dual tunnel ram sniper setup and didn't need this anymore. And he decided that he's going to bring it to me so we can put it on Squeaky, because Squeaky needs a hood scoop, because Squeaky is a race truck. I love the way this thing looks. It is awesome. I can't thank Ryan enough for it. But as you can tell, it's just a little bit low. So, and it doesn't have a filter or anything. It is off center. I'm not sure why it's off center. I don't know if they made it off center to fit the car that it was in. I'm not real sure why it's off center, but it is. But I think I'm gonna fix that because I measured from center to each fender and it is about an inch too far that way to the driver's side. So I'm gonna fix that. And I'm also gonna fix how low it sits. Check out what I got. I ordered this bad dude. I mean, it's not that bad. It looks kind of cool. I got it off of eBay. It's kind of a cheaper setup, but it'll work. So I've got this base, and I'm gonna cut out the base of the air cleaner, or the air scoop, and fix it to this ring. And I'll be able to put the filter in there whenever I'm running on the street. It's gonna raise it up, however many inches that is. I haven't really measured it. And whenever I go to the track, I wanna have some fun, I could take the filter off and run it without a filter, and it'll be up out of the hood. So I do wanna put the hood back on here, because running without a hood around my area just really draws attention to yourself. So I'm gonna get this scoop off of here, and I'm gonna take the base off of it, take the scoop apart, so I don't have to mess with the whole thing. I'm gonna have to re-drill the top too once I get the base done. I've got some hardware that I got from the hardware store this morning. Some good stainless stuff, kind of got an assortment. Just something I had in my mind that might work. So let me get this thing off here. I'm gonna put a piece of cardboard or something down on my workbench so I don't have to scratch anything up, because yeah, this is kind of different for me. I'm working with pretty stuff, cosmetic stuff. I'm not used to working with cosmetic stuff. So I got to keep everything from getting scratched and all that. So yeah, I'm gonna take some precautions. I mean, I usually make my motors kind of pretty. I paint them, but that's about the only thing I ever care about painting. But this air cleaner, I'm gonna keep it nice. I'm gonna take very good care of it because it was a gift and it means a lot to me, and it looks cool. Thanks again, Ryan. Now that I got it all laid out and centered on for the base, I'm gonna try to find my jigsaw and some fine-tooth blades and attempt to cut this out without making too big of a mess. I got the base pretty much the way I wanted, I think. Hopefully I didn't split nothing. I'll find out once I get the tape off there, but I tried to make the holes as big as I could without making them too big. And I can't believe you guys let me do that. It didn't say anything. But when I was laying this out, if you noticed, I had this going the wrong way. So when I transferred my holes or transferred my lines, it was all backwards. So I had to flip it around, and instead of re-drilling holes in the plexiglass where you'd see it, I just re-drilled holes in the metal base where you'll never really see it. It was a goof up. You'll have that on these big jobs, but it does fit in there. Air filter fits in there good. Base fits on there good. Or the lid. Now what I need to do is move my center hole over and center it on this. Now instead of trying to fight this thing on the truck and trying to lean my fat belly and everything over the radiator support, I got a spare carburetor, and that way I can do some mock-up here on the table. And I have got it pretty much the way I like it. We'll just have to see. Time will tell if it really works out the greatest, but I do have a couple screws down here that just go in. They're not screwed to the carburetor. They're just screwed to this base. That keeps it, you know, if these screws or these nuts up here loosen up, it kind of keeps it from flopping around too much or spinning all the way around. If you can see in there, I'm not sure if you can see, I got a nut on top of the air cleaner, and this hole here is big enough underneath this wing nut for a 3/8 socket. Now it's 7/16, but it's a 3/8 drive. Socket to go down through there to tighten up the nut on top of the air cleaner top. And then I've got a nut underneath this washer, and then tighten up the wing nut to that nut, and it holds it all nice and solid. So I'm going to get this thing on the truck, see how it looks on the truck. If I want to run without the air cleaner, without the filter, I could just eliminate, just take the filter, the top off, or the filter top, and the first nut and washer, and just use the top nut and washer to hold this all down and to the base of the carburetor. I think that'll work pretty good. Maybe not the most perfect setup, but it looks pretty cool. I like it. Let's see if we can get a little bit of a side view of. There's enough stuff in the shop, it's kind of hard to see, it kind of blends in. But it's just right at the top of the fenders. So with the curvature of the hood and the body line in the middle of the hood, it's probably going to be just below the hood, the skin. Hopefully it looks okay. I'm afraid it might be still a little bit low, but it may look all right. I never know. Sometimes I just kind of let form follow function. And that's going to function actually like a hood scoop, because race truck. Well, that's all I've got time to do today in the shop. I was really wanting to do the hood and get it cut up and on here and everything, but I'm not going to have time today to do that, and I don't really want to like wait. I just want to go ahead and put this video out. I think it's probably long enough and gives you some entertainment without dragging it way out like I tend to do sometimes in my videos. So you'll just have to wait till the next video or so, because I've actually got two immediate things I want to do to this truck. Obviously, one of them is the hood, get the hood cut up, because I'm going to cut the bracing, most of the bracing out from underneath it and the hole in hood. So that's going to be a little bit more of an involved project than just cutting a hole. Not much, but a little bit. So it's going to take me a little while. The other thing is I want to work on my drive shaft again. You might be getting tired of me working on the drive shaft on this thing, but I don't feel comfortable driving it at the drag strip the way it is, because that carrier bearing, the rubber bushing is it's really wore out. I mean, I had to shove it all back together to make it usable, but it does drive okay down the highway at highway speeds. No vibration. It actually drives really good for for what it is, because none of the tires are balanced except for this one. This tire right here has got 6 golf balls in it to keep it from bouncing real bad. I done that when these tires were on the front of my crew cab. But, you know, none of the tires are really balanced. And it just kind of thrown together by me. So I'm really surprised that it rides as good as it does, especially with the welded rear end. Yeah, it just kind of goes on down the road. It's really low geared, but it just goes down the road and goes straight, doesn't pull, doesn't act weird, it's cool. I'm really impressed with it. So, but yeah, I want to do something with a carrier bearing on the drive shaft. I've got a solid pillow block bearing. It's actually waiting in the mailbox for me. I just got a notification that it was here. So between the carrier bearing and the hood, that'll be one of my next couple videos. So if you want to see that, better stick around. Hit that subscription notification and hit the bell. That way you get notifications of when I put stuff out. Like, share, subscribe. Appreciate y'all watching. I'm going to get off here, quit mumbling. And until next time, y'all keep your square bodies rolling, and we'll catch you later.